I think once you read that script, you know, the responsibility of playing Tug is probably the highest note that you can hear. But it's, I mean, to be able to tell a tale about those boys who were actually on the ground in Afghanistan and not necessarily fixate on the glorification of war or anything like that, but actually look into the brotherhood and the bond of those guys. And Tug happened to be an integral part, and he'd say it himself, you know, anybody would do what he did, but he happened to be that person who did have to dig deeply, as well as a lot of the characters, really. So yeah, it was a harrowing day for all, but a story that I think should be told. For the physical preparation, as soon as we'd done a boot camp, I was hell bent on meeting Tug. I wanted to look like him, sound like him, speak like him, and we made the decision to put a bit of weight on. But actually, you know, when you're shooting in 50 degrees and the film's an hour and 108 minutes, you don't want me to be going from 15 stone to 12 stone in the case of an hour. So we went away from that. We moved away from that, and we decided to focus more on putting myself in his situation and playing the circumstances of that scene, which I think speak loudly enough. I think for myself, and what I hope an audience would take away from it, is an insight into what these guys are actually doing, some of the horrific situations that they're putting themselves in jeopardy for. And at the end of the day, you know, I found a huge amount of camaraderie and brotherhood taken away, and that was brought to light for me. You hear horror stories about the military, but actually, when you're down there, you're working hard for your friends, and that's the bottom line. The man to your left and the man to your right, and that's who matters at that moment.